Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Happy evening. There was some technical issue. That is the reason it was not opening. Sorry for that delay.
No worries.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A warm welcome to the meeting number 75 of Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club. I am Sumit Sethia, your Sergeant at Arms for today. I'm sure you are as excited as I am. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours. You are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start the meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International does not put any restrictions on speaking on these topics at Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club, however, we request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also, we urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in letter and in spirit, hence ensure there are no sexist, racist, or any such undertones which create hostility and discomfort for members and the guest. Let me now call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting. Presiding officer for today's meeting is Mita M. Shah, who is a teacher by passion and profession with a focus on building a strong foundation through early childhood education for children. She is currently the president of Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. That was a Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sumit Sethia. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Happy evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. On this note, I open this meeting number 75 of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club to order. We, as a club, sincerely appreciate that every time we get an opportunity to welcome so many guests and visiting Toastmasters regularly to join our club meetings upon invitation. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to share the stage with a few of our guests and visiting Toastmasters today. May I request guests to please give us your quick introduction of yourself, that is, your name, profession, and how you came to know about the Gabbys in 30 seconds. So I just request Shyamal Dev, are you a guest or Toastmaster?
So yeah, I'm a guest in this and joining for the first time.
Sure.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Mita.
Yeah.
As an introduction, if I say so, I am currently working in EY. Working for more than total experience of more than 15 years in EY. Uh, by profession, I started my career in 2010, you can say, and I joined EY and then continuing on that.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Next, we have Sri Lakshmi. Can I have your
Hi, Mita.
introduction? Yes.
Yeah. I hope you can all hear me.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. So I come with a professional experience of more than 14 years. I currently work at KPMG as a portfolio manager. So I'm also a volunteer with the PMI Bangalore chapter, and that's where I was actually keen to be part of your Toastmaster club. And I'm actually looking forward for this session. This is actually my first Toastmaster session, but I'm actually looking to be like one of a public speaker or be part of any of the conferences that happen going forward. So yeah, thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Joshua. No, he's a speaker. Okay. Chandra Yusuf, are you a Toastmaster or guest?
I am a Toastmasters.
Okay. Can you have a little brief introduction?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Yusuf Chandra. I've got my DTM 3 years ago. I come from Indonesia in Bandung. And I've got a friend here, Elios. He is going to share with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to our thing. Manasa, are you a Toastmaster or guest? Can we have you on a video? You can start your intro. Okay. Are you not? Okay. Next. Roshni. Okay. No problem. We'll just take it the last.
Hi,
Okay.
Mita. Hi.
Yes, yes.
So I thought that I'll not speak because one second, let me put on my video. So since I was
Okay,
already
okay.
there last week, so I thought I'll not speak as guest
Give a
anymore.
small intro, that's all. Okay, fine. No problem. Yeah, you are a role taker, no problem. Okay, next, we'll just. Okay, so now, thank you all so much for joining our Toastmasters meeting. The members are requested. Okay, there are a few announcements. The members are requested to be present on Saturday. We have set on 7th December 2024. Since all the three clubs of the Gabbys, we have an election for the upcoming term, Jan to June 2025. Next, for the benefits of the guest, let me share a brief history about Toastmasters. The first Toastmasters Club was founded in 1924 at Santa Ana, California by none other than Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. To be specific, Toastmasters completed 100 years on 22nd October 2024, which is non-profit organization spread across 149 plus countries and 16,000 clubs across globe. If I may say, it is an institute to practice communication and leadership skills. We, the Gabbys, is one family with 3 clubs. We meet 3 days in a week. The Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club meets on every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST online. The Gabbys International Toastmasters Club meets on every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST online. The Gabbys Toastmasters Club meets on every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon IST hybrid. Now, today we have a theme, diving into the theme. A theme is very interesting, that is called personal branding. What do you mean by personal branding? So the meaning of personal branding is the fact of process of defining and promoting what you stand for. And as an individual, your personal brand is a culmination of the experiences, skill, and values that differentiate you. To know more about that, about this theme, we have our most important role player, the Toastmasters of the day. Someone special who is from Panchkula, Haryana, which is a, with a bachelor degree in pharmacy from Chitkara University and an MBA in pharmaceutical management from Naipur, Mohali. Currently based at Bangalore, working on in Novo Nordisk as a business analyst with 3 years of experience. Let's welcome our Toastmaster of the day with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Rahul Swami. The virtual stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer Mita. A very warm welcome to all the Toastmasters and dear guests to today's meeting. As today's meeting theme is personal branding, and I am today's Toastmaster of the day. I would like to ask one simple question for you all. How many of you think that you are unique? Of course, you all are unique in your own way. I could say some raise of hands. Thank you so much. And my question is, what are you doing about your uniqueness? Do you know that all of us are different? All of us has different genetic makeup. And I know you might have heard about that saying that every one person has at least seven um similar kind of faces. They can be in any part of the world. Do you believe in that? Can I see some raise of hands? Oh, I could see Sri Lakshmi, Gauri. Awesome. So let me tell you that it's not true. You are unique. You are God made all of us as first copy, and there is no second duplicate copy of yours. So you should leverage that, and you should make your this chance as the best chance on this planet Earth. You need to create and recreate yourself as many times as possible to form a brand out of you. Now, let me come to a brand. When I say a brand, what comes in your mind? I would like to know your answers. So please unmute yourself and you can tell me what comes in your mind when you hear brand. Anybody?
Uh, First thing comes in my mind is maybe let's say famous footballer, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Messi.
Amazing.
They are just the name is just a brand. So yeah, this is first thing coming up.
True, true, very true. Thank you so much for answering.
I'll say one word if I had to say recall value.
Recall value. That's also amazing because once you become a brand, you have that value attached to it. And once, you can say iPhone, everyone knows what is iPhone. There will not be anybody, even old or, like kids these days. Everyone wants to have an iPhone because it's a brand. It has some brand value with attached with it, which is present in the market. That could be related to its features like, amazing camera, good battery backup, and wonderful other features like navigation and all. And also it comes with big cost. That's why all of us are unique. I would like to tell you one story. There were two. I would like to present if I get an opportunity to. Uh, so I'm not able to present right now, but I'll tell you that there were two uh, identical twins in Iran. One was Laden and one was La Leh. They both were attached by their head, so they cannot be separated. And they used to walk and do stuff on their own. And even they, even though they were one person and were, even though they were one person and they were unique in their identity, they were still unique in their identity because they wanted to they wanted to create their own identity and they wanted to be separated. As uh, Lade wanted to become a lawyer and Lale wanted to become a journalist, while Lale liked uh,
I'm really sorry
to
to
be.
interrupt, Rahul. I think
Yeah,
you can share now. I have given the rights. Please see if you want to share anything. Sorry for the interruption.
no problem. So basically, these were two identicals, and one wanted to play computer game, and other wanted to go out and um, explore and talk to people. And the other was interested in programming. That's why they just wanted to, separate themselves because they could not be similar. They were different personalities, and they wanted to create their own brand. Similarly, all of us are different, and you should understand your uniqueness. And after becoming self-aware about that uniqueness, you should create your own personal brand, be it corporate or your personal life. You can always work on yourself, and um, you have to always work on yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be in oblivion. So this was an introduction about today's theme, and for the benefit of the guest, now I would like to explain the structure of today's meeting. In a regular Toastmaster meeting, we have three sections: prepared speech section, and second section is table topic section, and third is evaluation section. So we have um, our general evaluator of the day today, who is going to um, brief about the TAGL team. So over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Rahul Swami, for that wonderful introduction and really clearly bringing out to all of us what personal branding is really all about. Thank you so much. Okay, hello everybody. I am going to be the general evaluator today for today's meeting, and I am going to uh, evaluate the whole meeting right from the start till the end, which includes evaluating all the role players, the entire meeting itself, what went well, what can be done better, etc. So that's going to be my role. And to help me in my role, I have a TAGL team. TAGL is an acronym for Timer, Accounter, Grammarian, and Listener. It's called TAGL. We call it TAGL in the Gabbys. And the timer for today is someone who is a working professional associated with PSU as a senior engineer. He's very enthusiastic about learning new things and evolving himself. He has an ardent passion for playing cricket and speaking in English. He's also a strong believer in simplicity, integrity, and hardworking. He has joined Toastmasters to develop speaking in English and communication skills. In addition, he always prefers to build good and strong relationship to enhance his human assets. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to today's timer who will explain his role, and that person is none other than Toastmaster Sunil Gupta.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Imagine today's meeting like a running train and listen to this announcement. May I have your attention, please? Train number 75, the Gabbys Online Club Express, has departed from its origin promptly at 7:30 p.m. Speakers and roll takers are requested to board and deboard the train on time. They will be shown a green card, a yellow card, and a red card signaling them to board and deboard the train on time. I am the TCC, time check conductor or timer of this train. I'll keep track of the time taken by the speakers and roll takers to board and deboard the train on time. For the prepared speech journey, the first and only speaker will have to spend 4 to 6 minutes on the train. I'll display the green card at 4 minutes and the yellow card at 5 minutes and the red card at 6 minutes. The speaker is allowed to use a grace period of 30 seconds on either side. For the table topics speech journey, speakers must spend 1 to 2 minutes on the train. I'll show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, the red card at 2 minutes. Table topic speakers can only use a grace period of 30 seconds on the upper side. For speech evaluation segment, evaluators are allowed to use 2 to 3 minutes to present their reports. Evaluators will be shown the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red card at 3 minutes. They also have a grace period of 30 seconds on either side. Please note, if any speaker or evaluator gets off the train before or after the grace period, they will face a penalty of disqualification from voting. I'll return with my report in the evaluation session. Thank you. I wish you all for a successful journey. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, timer. And I love that analogy to train, the timer to the train. An excellent analogy. Thank you so much. Now let's go to our next role player, who is the art counter, and that is Toastmaster Sudhir Gaur. Toastmaster Sudhir is working as a senior manager in R&D center of an aeronautical firm for the last 16 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for today's art counter, Sudhir Gaur, who will explain his role.
Thank you, General Evaluator Mukund Joshi. Dear Toastmasters and guests, the purpose of our counter is to listen and make a note of unnecessary words and sounds used by the speakers and role players as well of today's meeting. This report will focus on 5 major areas. Number 1, filler words like or inappropriate interjections similar to well and but, so you know. Number 3, the use of crutch words like basically, actually, the thing is. Number 4, repetitive words or phrase like I, this means, and finally, number 5, unintentional long or short pauses made by any speaker. I'll present my report when called for by the general evaluator during the third session, that is general evaluation session. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sudhir Gaur. Please let's hear for our R counter today. And I will go on to our next TAGL player, who is the grammarian. The grammarian is none other than is someone who is a software developer at Google. He has more than 5 years of experience in the IT industry. In his free time, he loves singing Bollywood songs. He has recently started traveling to different places. He's excited to be part of the Toastmasters journey and looks forward to improving his communication skills. And the person, today's grammarian, who is going to explain us his role is none other than Toastmaster Amit Ranjan. Amit Ranjan, can you please explain your role?
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the introduction. And good evening and good morning to the fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it's my also duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is bumfuzzle, which means to confuse someone. An example of using the word is the tracking math problem completely bumfuzzled me. Another example could be his explanation was so confusing that it bumfuzzled everyone in the room. Yeah, so this was the word of the day. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I'll type in the chat as well, and I'll give a word of the day report and grammatical uses report when called upon during the meeting. Yeah, thank you, General. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Grammarian Amit Ranjan. Please let's hear for the grammarian Amit Ranjan. And I will go on to the last, but not the least, TAGL role player, and that is none other than the listener. Today's listener is a teacher by passion and profession. She's focused on building a strong foundation through early childhood education for children. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for today's listener, Toastmaster Mita Shah.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm the listener of the day. I'll be listening closely to everything said during the meeting and will draft short questions to test your listening skills at the end of the meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, listener Toastmaster Mita Shah. And that is my role as of now. And I will come back in the third session to evaluate the entire proceedings of the day. With this, back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Rahul Swami.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Mukund. So let's begin with our first section, that is prepared speeches. So today we have our speaker, Toastmaster Joshua Royal. Joshua Royal is a 20-year-old introvert, an AI enthusiast, and chocolate fiction freak who aspires to be Willy Wonka. A heavily inspired by Charlie and the chocolate factory, his goal in life is to start a chocolate factory of his own, just like Wonka chocolates, and use AI to create custom unique flavors of chocolates. Today, Joshua Royal will be speaking. The path of Joshua Royal is presentation mastery, level 1, project 1. Project name is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. Objective is to clearly define how Toastmaster envision mentoring. Speech duration will be 4 to 6 minutes. Timer, please note that. And speech title is Who I Am. Toastmaster Joshua, who I am, Toastmaster Joshua. Over to you.
Who am I? Now, this is a question that I get quite a lot whenever I'm introduced to someone or when I first meet someone. And this is a question that everyone asks when you first meet them. Even in job interviews, the first question that they ask is, tell me about yourselves. And this is one thing that I stress upon is we have to know ourselves the best, to the point where we can clearly explain about ourselves to people around. Have we ever thought about that? How well do we know ourselves? So with that thought in mind, let me introduce myself. In short, I'm Joshua Royar. I'm a third year AI/ML engineering student who studies at MVJ College of Engineering, which is located in Chenasandra Whitefield. Now, my passions. I'm passionate about two things, most importantly, technology and chocolates. So I've been a diehard fan of chocolate ever since I knew those existed. Chocolate is like a drug that releases dopamine, and that is quite easy to get addicted to. And in a way, it's a good kind of a drug because, fun fact, dark chocolate is actually good for your heart. Not a day has gone by where I did not savor a piece of chocolate. And this is something that even my mom scolds me every day. Like, Joshua, why do you eat so much chocolates? You're addicted to sweets, you can get diabetes. Well, I don't care. Firstly, I always look at the positive side of things. I'm an optimistic person in general. So I don't really care about the negative sides. To be honest, everything is a two-sided coin. There can be a good side and there can be a bad side. Okay, enough bamboozling you guys. Let me come straight to the point. So we live once, and it is important to enjoy our life and savor every memories that we make, because thinking about the past, not worrying too much about the future is not good, because when you do that, you forget to live in the present. And in my opinion, instead of worrying too much about what's already done and what is yet to happen, it's better if we can enjoy every moment right in the present and take away memories from it. Apart from chocolates, technology has also been my passion. I've been coding since I was 5 years old. And I still remember the first day when I learned C programming. It was from a book that my brother had when he studied engineering. So I remember opening that book as a curious 5-year-old and being fascinated and being engrossed inside that book and discovering the world of technology and programming. And programming is one beautiful thing I say, because with just letters and with smart usage of those letters and words and the structure of those, you can create magical things. I mean, think about web development. There are so many good creative websites that is done using just code, using just zeros and ones. So that is something that always fascinated me. And in coding, artificial intelligence is a hot trending topic right now, and that has also had me intrigued, and I possibly see a career making in artificial intelligence. All right, so to quit bum fuzzling around, let me talk some of my non-technical interests that I had. I like writing novels, even though I was not able to complete any of them, but I'm still writing them. I also like acting. I am part of the acting club in my college, and I have acted, directed, and even was the director of photography, basically cinematography of a few short films and reels. And apart from those, music has been my interest since a kid. I can play the piano and I know a little bit of guitar, and I also possibly want to expand that in the future. So that's all about me I have to say. At Toastmaster of the day, I leave you with a question. How well do you know yourself? Back to the TMOD.
Thank you very much, Joshua Royal. And thank you for that question at the end. I would say I know myself 7 out of 10 because there's so much to explore and I keep on changing from growth and from my own personality perspective. But it was wonderful hearing all of your passion of AI and chocolate. Amazing. And the topic was so relatable with the theme. A wonderful job, Joshua, Toastmasters Joshua. And also, we can now move on to the next section, that is the table topic master section. So, to conduct this, we have our table topic master, who is Toastmaster Sumit Sethia. Sumit Sethia is originally from Agra and currently working in Bangalore. He has a background in fashion industry, specializing in sourcing leather products. One of his strong desire is to become a public speaker and confidently address large audience. Having worked in 5 different cities across India, he is passionate about exploring new places. He also loves traveling to the mountains, especially trekking. In his free time, he loves watching sports, especially lawn tennis and football. So I would request Toastmaster Sumit to share the table topics of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the kind introduction. Good evening to Toastmasters and guests. I am the table topic master for today's meeting. Many of us consider this the most challenging and most rewarding part of the Toastmaster meeting, and rightly so, because it prepares you for the impromptu speaking. During table topic, I will invite a member or a guest to attempt a table topic. I will give out the topic once the participant confirms their willingness to attempt the topic. While you are free to volunteer, we may not be able to accommodate all the volunteers. At the Gabbys, we believe in giving the opportunity to those who are more keen to participate and to those who need a little nudge. I'll be using my discretion as the table topic master in case we are not able to give an opportunity to a volunteer. Please don't be disheartened. There is always one more meeting. There is never a dearth of opportunities in Toastmaster. For the timings, although the timer has already mentioned about the green card and the yellow card and red card, I'll once again repeat. Each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes of time. You need to speak a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds to qualify for polling. Green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 minutes, and red card at 2 minutes. Now let's start the session. Ilios, I see you have raised your hand.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so the first question for you is, does social media impact personal branding? Is it clear, or should I type it down in the chat as well?
Yes, please type.
I'll
Okay.
once again repeat, does social
Yeah.
media impact personal branding?
Yeah. Can you hear me and see me before I start?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start. Yo, what's up, everybody? Back again with your host for today, Ilios. Well, it's coming. Santa is coming. Ilios is coming. So, yes, today we are going to talk about social media. What do you guys know about social media? Give thumbs up. Yo. Like, comment, and subscribe. Everybody does that on the internet. And does it have a correlation about personal branding? Well, sometimes I got bamboozled by these guys. I don't want to say they are fake, but they are acting. They're a professional actor. I met some people that were so famous in social media. They have thousands, even more than thousands followers. Even me, myself, I have 46K followers on LinkedIn. I think I'm also one of the top influencers in LinkedIn Indonesia. It literally helped us for personal branding. Even though I'm not the biggest influencer on the impact, on the influence, but I can give some perks of being influencer. People will follow you everywhere and support you. They will give you like, they will comment, and they also share it to your friend and also family. This definitely will help us to build our personal branding because we spread a message, and this message will be spread like wildfire and goes viral if it can impact someone's life. So yes, I just want to conclude that social media does impact personal branding. Even though you are not active on social media, at least you should have an account of them. Because why? Because you are unique. Because you are yourself. Be authentic. Back to you.
Thank you, Ilios. We will now move on to the next speaker. I see hand is raised of Chandra Yusuf.
Yes.
So your question for table topic today is, one quality that defines your uniqueness. One quality that defines your uniqueness. Chandra Yusuf. I have also mentioned in the chat box.
One quality that defines your uniqueness. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody is unique in his own way. Do you all agree with me? raise your hand if you agree. Great. Many people agree that the quality defines your uniqueness. Let me share with you my uniqueness. I'm very unique because I'm not only speaking English, but I'm working in the kitchen of the hotel as well. And with that profession, I'm very unique as a Toastmaster, as a public speaker even. I have been invited by so many people around Indonesia and foreign countries to talk about the food. Isn't it interesting? Because there are so many public speakers in the world. And if we are unique, people will give us invitation and they paid for us. That is wonderful, isn't it? When we are speaking in the Toastmaster, we are free. But with this branding, people knows me. Yusuf is a public speaker and his uniqueness is doing the kitchen things. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have got one unique things in your life, I believe everybody is running after you. They want to hear from you. Because not all the cook, not all the chef can speak like a public speaker. I'm very lucky to be one of them. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Chandra Yusuf. We move on to the next speaker now. Sri Lakshmi, would you like to take the topic?
Sure, Sumit. I know it's going to be the first time, but I would still like to attempt.
Is it possible to switch on the camera?
Yeah, I have just turned it on. Yeah.
Okay. Your topic is describe that one habit that strengthens your personal brand. Describe that one habit that strengthens your personal brand, Sri Lakshmi. I've also mentioned in the chat box.
Got it, sure. Yeah. Thank you so much for providing me this topic. So I know there are a lot of strengths that I can actually think in terms of my personal brand, but one thing that actually comes on top of my mind would be something related to travel. So I'm not an influencer as such, but then I mean the one quality that I carry with my travel is more in terms of solo traveling. So I like to create my own agenda, and in terms of traveling, I plan like my own trip. I lay out the structure in terms of where I need to be, what I need to be, and which place I need to be. So that's like one of the strength that I carry. And most of my friends or colleagues have actually reached out to me in terms of preparing an agenda or a travel plan for them based on that. So that's one of the unique quality that I carry in terms of traveling and exploring new places. I still have time to go.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe one of the other quality I can actually mention would be in terms of, like, for example, I believe in upskilling, and might be post-COVID. That's actually one of the quality that I've actually keenly focused on in terms of learning new skills or related to AI, or now it's more into Gen AI. That's what we call. So I believe always in learning and upskilling myself in terms of my knowledge and try to be like industry ready in terms of any job opportunity that I look forward to. Yeah, that's all I've got. Yeah, thank you.
thank you, Sri Lakshmi, for taking the topic. We move on to the next speaker now. I see Rashmi had raised her hand. Rashmi, would you like to take the topic?
Yes, I would want to give it a try.
Your topic is how do you stand out in a crowd? How do you stand out in a crowd, Rashmi? I've also mentioned in the chat box.
What makes you unique? Every person is unique in this world. Have you seen a toolbox? It has a hammer, a jack, a screwdriver, and each serves its purpose. A carpenter cannot finish his work using just one tool. Similarly, we all are unique with a purpose in life. And I make sure that I maintain my uniqueness wherever I go. When I go out to parties, people tell me, "Hey Rashmi, I like your curly hair. It doesn't suit everyone, but you carry it so well." Well, that is some comments that I have been receiving since many months. And let me tell you, earlier I had a low self-esteem and I got my hair straightened every time I went to a party. But that did not give me the confidence to carry myself. When my daughter told me, "Mom, you look good the way you are, accept yourself as you are." Well, that struck a chord within me and I started to embrace my curly hair. It's that time when I moved out of the house, that curly hair, embracing my curly hair was something that gave uniqueness to me and made me stand out in a crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, I would urge you to do the same, to maintain your uniqueness wherever you go. Do not be someone else. Rather, be unique, be your own self. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Rashmi. We move on to the next speaker. Joshua, I see you have raised your hand. Joshua, would you like to take the topic?
You can give Prasad first because he's raised already, and Joshua already is a speaker. So you can give Prasad.
Okay. Prasad, could you please switch on your camera?
Yeah, I'm switching.
Prasad, your topic is, how do values influence your personal brand? How do values influence your personal brand, Prasad? I've also mentioned in the chat box.
Okay. First are the values should I present here that first is discipline, mean. Some of the values I decided for my things that I never cross those lines to deviate myself to the other places, such as unfocusedness, and the some of the most valuable things I defining in my life right now is habits. And first is networking, and then uh, networking and the other speaking skills that I want to improve in myself. That's an I just now this year I defining the new values to never uh, cross those things and to be focused on one thing. And yeah, thank you. I conclude here.
Thank you, Prasad.
Okay.
Who would like to take the next topic?
Joshua had raised his hand. Sudhir has raised his hand.
Okay. Joshua, your topic is, what does personal branding mean to you? What does personal branding mean to you, Joshua?
Personal branding. As someone who has recently started a small startup, One thing that I learned while during this course is that personal branding is very important for audience attraction. Now, to talk about my little startup that me and my friends have created, it basically deals with selling handicraft items like jewelry, phone cases, and portraits of people, etc. While we started, one thing that came to our mind is how to attract audience, how to convince them to buy our products and generate revenue. Upon searching the internet for the many different ideas, one thing that we came across is personal branding. And personal branding is very crucial when we have to sell our products or sell ourselves. You know, in the case of acting or for any other things. And personal branding takes time to build, but at the same time, it is easy to destroy. So this has to be done very carefully. And with the current world, with the current generation, with social media, with AI tools and everything, it has become more than easy to create a personal brand for ourselves. And it is important to create a good image, a good reputation of our personal brand. And with many competitions coming around, we need to prove to people that our brand is reputed and trustable, basically. And I leave with a quote saying that your net worth is net worth. So make sure to network with many entrepreneurs around, many sponsorships, and to support our small business. Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Joshua. We move on to the next topic. Sudhir, I see you have raised your hand.
Yes.
Your topic is, who inspires your personal brand? Who inspires your personal brand, Sudhir?
Who inspires my personal brand is none other than the wall. The wall is not any decorated or painted one. The wall which stood with all the hammers and blows from Australia to West Indies, from Pakistan to Netherlands. Rahul Dravid. Why I say I make connection with the Rahul Dravid? Because he never brands himself. And the best branding is when the whole world talks about you. I wish to become like that when you don't try to sell yourself. You do your work, and your work make you as a brand itself. You are the wall. You are the most passionate person. You puzzle everyone what this person is doing. He is not going anywhere, not promoting himself, but he himself become a brand, the personified an equality, and he is none other than Rahul Dravid. So I wish I follow him. I no need to sell me, no need to market me, no need to brand me. Still become brand by itself. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudhir, for taking the topic. That's all from my side in the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
You're speaking on mute, Rahul.
Thank you so much, Sumit. Table topic master Sumit. And so I have something for you guys to share. This is a simple quiz. Just want to know. So I would like to share my screen. I hope I am able to access. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So you must be remembering the dialogue from Diwar. Uh, it's a very famous movie, a Bollywood movie, and here is Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor. Both had a dialogue. So this is about the personal branding. After years, like you, you must be remembering uh, Shashi Kapoor saying and अमिताभ बच्चन saying मेरे पास सब कुछ है दौलत है शौहरत है बंगला है गाड़ी है and what does शशि कपूर say मेरे पास माँ है that's a iconic dialogue between them and after a couple of years they have like separated they have worked on themselves and now where are they exactly in the film industry Amitabh Bachchan being successful, have so much brand value that brands themselves approach him to promote their products, their services. And this is an iconic example of personal branding. Personal branding is nothing but it's all about working on yourself, for yourself, by yourself. To continue, I will give a framework to increase your personal brand or personal value. That is, this in this graph, you can see that you have a value on one axis and effort on another axis, from low to high and high to low. So you have to eliminate everything which is having a lot of effort, but the value is very less. By putting those big efforts, you are not getting anything. You should eliminate those tasks in your daily life. And you have to raise the tasks which has a high value, could be high effort also. Then it is better to put effort and get the high value outcome from that. And you need to reduce something which you are putting a lot of effort, but the value is very also you need to work on a very simple thing that is 40% on your comfort zone and 60% in your courage zone. Now what is comfort zone? I would like to pause it and ask everyone, what is comfort zone for you guys?
Not taking any role in Toastmasters
So,
meeting.
amazing example.
Not facing your fears and staying in spite of knowing that you want to go ahead with it, but then you still want to be in your comfort zone because of the fear of facing it.
Exactly. And what is courage zone? Anybody?
Coming out of your comfort zone.
Like
Take
an
any risk.
example for a small example, like in your daily life, anybody can share me.
Take any
Try
risk
the
and
topic.
go ahead.
Please do not repeat what's already being said. So
Be a
please,
risk taker.
yeah, being a risk. I could see evaluator Gauri Aggarwal raising her hand. You can go forward.
For me, courage zone is when there used to be a lizard in my room. I used to run out. If there was a lizard in one corner, I would be in the third room from that room. But now, one day there was nobody at home, and I literally had to kind of push away the lizard outside my room because she was near the door. And I think that's a huge courage zone for me.
That was funny, but yeah, that is also going to help you because you should face your fears, and that's definitely um kudos to you for getting out of that comfort zone. Anybody else? Courage zone.
Though you know that it is a risk and you might fail, but you will take a risk and you'll jump over there and you will do that, and then you'll get the results.
Awesome. um, awesome Toastmaster Mita.
Even at the workplace, sometimes you need to stand up for your values, and that is a courage zone if you are able to do that.
Exactly. We need to know when to say no uh, to everybody, and that's something which I also deal with sometimes. And one comfort zone I would like to share, courage zone I would like to share with you all is that recently we had a big event, year-end event, and I took part in being a host, that is an MC, for the first time in the entire organization. And there were almost 1,000 to 2,000 people where I was speaking in front of them. And I have never done this. It was like uh, for a for 10 seconds when I was starting and speaking at the stage, my heart was pounding like hell. And similarly, that has improved and increased my confidence for speaking in front of a large audience. So similarly, I would like to again share my screen. I hope it is visible.
Yeah.
So we need to like for 40% you can be in your comfort zone, but 60% of the day you have to be out and be courageous, and you have to be in your courage zone. Also, are you reinventing yourself daily to enhance your personal and professional life? You have to work on four major pillars. I would add one more thing here, not just spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. There's also one thing which we are working on currently, that is social pillar. This is how you are going to work on yourself personally. And of course, there are many ways um, to work on your personal brand, that is upskilling yourself and being out there today in the today's era where social media is booming and everybody is there on all the social media platforms, be it LinkedIn, uh, Twitter, Instagram. You have to be there and you have to create your online personal presence as well to create a strong personal brand. And there's a survey that 85% of recruiters, while finding an employee for a job role, check their online presence, that is their personal brand. So make sure if you are searching for a job, you have to work on your personal brand. So with that, I would like to move on and discuss with you regarding the uh, I would like to call upon the evaluator. That is, we are going to move on to the next section, that is evaluation session. And I would like to call upon uh, evaluator of the day. Um,
You can hand over to the
yeah,
general.
I can. I would like to hand over the session to general evaluator, Mukund.
Thank
Over
you
to you.
very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Rahul. That was really a very valuable session that we had today on personal branding. A lot of learnings for us uh, in this session from you. Thank you so much for that. I would add one thing, or as far as the courage zone is concerned, and that I would say is when someone takes a leap of faith to do something, right, which no one has tried, and they go ahead and try to do this, where basically they are taking a leap of faith, that is where they are getting into that courage zone. Having said that, we will go ahead with today's evaluation session. There is going to be a small twist in the tale because our table topics evaluator wants to leave early. So for that reason, we will first have our table topics evaluation, right? With that, let me first spotlight a table topics evaluator. So today's table topics evaluator is from ANZ. She has earlier been a part of this meeting as well. She has given a wonderful speech in one of our meetings, and we hope to hear more from her soon. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to today's table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Roshini Banerjee.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mukund. That was a lovely introduction. I apologize for the change, but there's only one thing that takes priority over everything else for me, and that's my child, and that's why I requested for this early release. Moving on, the table topics evaluation will be done on a quick basis because there's a very short duration for that. I've recorded the number of speakers along with the speech title and the content that really got my attention. I'll start off with Elios Theophilus. I hope I got your name right. Elios, your topic was, does social media impact personal branding? I loved your high energy hook line. I mean, really, it bowled me over. But I have a feedback related to that. Could you please be careful about your background in your online sessions? Because your high energy hook line really depended on your visibility, and I could not see you during that second. So maybe if you're having online sessions, try to unblur your background. This was a feedback given to me during my last speech, and this is something that I'm going to follow for my online sessions in future. Apart from that, moving on with the evaluation. High energy hook line, you asked a question to the audience, you stated facts and real life examples about your own story with LinkedIn details. This is something that I have really high appreciation for, because facts and numbers always get the audience attention. Along with that, you had vocal variety, your message was clear, and you chose a side. This is something people often forget in table topics. We need to choose a side. So all the best, Elios, for your future speeches. Moving on, Chanda Yusuf, your topic was one quality that defines your uniqueness. My goodness, the way your speech went, I really wanted to hear more. You started with a question, you shared your personal story, your hand gestures. Oh my God, you taught me a lesson in that. You made me want to hear more, and that's something you should really take ahead with your content, delivery, energy. Amazing job. Sri Lakshmi, I really admire your guts for taking up and raising your hand for table topics. Describe that one habit that strengthens your personal value. Since it's a first time, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
For game.
Yeah, I apologize for the background noise. Sri Lakshmi described that one habit that strengthens your personal value. Since it's a topic of personal value, you could have spoken about how travel connects with a value per se, because travel in itself is not a value. It's a lovely habit, but you needed to connect it with some value of sorts. Along with that, my future recommendation for you, once you start your Toastmasters journey and give more speeches, would be start with the hook line. We really need that in our speeches, and even table topics is a speech contest of sorts. So start with the hook line, then move on to your story. You have an amazing future as a Toastmaster once you know the rules. So all the best for that. Rashmi, how do you stand out in a crowd? You really had me with that beautiful story about curly hair, because I am a curly girl myself. And trust me, I have done that, the straightening part. So your story connects with people. And that's something we really need as speakers and Toastmasters, to connect with the audience. Lovely start with a beautiful example of a carpenter's toolbox. And then you moved on to your personal story. That's something which is called introduction, body, and conclusion. Lovely use of that, and I love it, and I hope you continue with that. Prasad, your topic was, how do values influence your personal brand? As someone who mentioned that you specifically want to improve your communication, I would really ask you to work on your eye contact. Although your content was good, there were no grammar mistakes. I could not connect with you because your eye contact was missing. Perhaps it would have been better in your personal experiences where you're in person and talking to people. But in online calls, if you're constantly looking up, for example, if I'm evaluating now and I'm looking here, there while speaking, the audience on the screen cannot connect with me. So make it a point to look at the camera or look at the general direction of the screen at least. That way you connect with the audience. So lovely work on the communication part where you're trying to come up and take more opportunities. Bring your emotions into your words so that you connect with the audience and you'll do amazing. Also, one last feedback would be stories. We all have stories, right? I can just say that I'm a mom. But if I say I'm the birth giver or something, you add more value to it, right? So whenever you speak, try to add more masala or spices to your language. That really helps bridge the gap between the audience and you. Joshua, what does personal branding mean to you? First of all, amazing work with your main speech, which your speech evaluator will evaluate soon. But for me, the table topic, what really stood out was your impeccable grammar, your lovely use of quotes at the end. For example, network is net worth. You pulled off a quote out of thin air. That's really impressive. Pauses are good, but too many pauses act like unnecessary breaks when you're driving. So in your speech, when you put those pauses, it really felt like you were adding unnecessary breaks. So I would really request you to work on that, connect your sentences, and have a smile on your face. Sudhir, who inspires your personal brand? Sudhir, your speech was a masterclass just like the wall. Lovely use of a hook line. Rahul Dravid resonates with every Indian. Good use of pauses. And I was just waiting for that smile. Why is this person not smiling? He knows all the topics which one needs to cover in a speech. And then the smile came and I was like, okay, he knows his stuff. So good going. You can add more emotions, make your speech wonderful because you have it, boss. I'm impressed by it. Thank you, Toastmaster, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Evaluator, Roshini Banerjee, for that wonderful evaluation. I think we all had a lot of takeaways from your evaluation. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for our Table Topics Evaluator, Toastmaster Roshini Banerjee. All right, so now we go ahead with the evaluation, which is basically evaluating the speaker. And today's evaluator is none other than one of our own veteran Toastmasters, which is Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal. Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal, the stage is all yours.
Can I see Toastmaster Joshua as well?
Yeah, there you are.
And the timer also.
You can remove me from spotlighting you. Yeah.
Okay, just before I begin, just one question to Toastmaster Joshua. Is this your first icebreaker ever?
No, I'm repeating my icebreaker.
Okay. Okay, so Toastmaster Joshua, you gave us your icebreaker speech today, and the purpose of an icebreaker is to allow the audience to know about you. And you did that beautifully. I now know that you are third-year engineering student from APJ College, which is in Whitefield, Bangalore. And I see the recall value. I remember it. Then you told us about your passions. Now, what I liked about the passion is, now one of them I completely relate to. I'm a chocolate girl all the way, but technology bumfuzzles me. Technology and I are like North Pole and South Pole. But what you did was you kind of intrigued me even with something that does not interest me. How did you do that? When you spoke about binary, zeros and one, you said letters help you create something. And that kind of sounded interesting to me, even though you were talking about a topic that I kind of hate. The third thing which I liked was you also told us things where you fell short. For example, you are writing a novel, but you still haven't completed it. So acknowledging that and saying that that is one place where you are lacking. Your take on life, that live life enjoy every moment. So it gives a deeper understanding of the kind of person that you are. I loved the content. I loved the story. Now you have a storyteller inside you. Why do I say that? It's because of the clarity of your speech. You started with who am I, and you ended with how well do you know yourself. You threw that at the TMOD. So there's a correlation between your opening and the closing, and that is a sign of a great storyteller. Some suggestions from my side. If I was you, what would I have done differently? To begin with, the placement of your laptop, the eye contact. You were talking to us about yourself. When you said, who am I? How about coming close to the camera and saying, who am I? With expressions, a little bit of gesture. Now, for anybody, the angle when the camera captures you from below, it is the worst angle. Okay, because it captures the worst sides of a person. Your nose is visible, etc., etc. So keep it at eye length so that the impact is very much there. My second recommendation to you, add emotions to your speech. You were talking about yourself, feel all the nice things. Now, when you were talking about chocolate and technology, which are your passion, it was going monotonous and flat for me. How about showing the enthusiasm? I know chocolates since the time, I love chocolates since the time I know chocolates, or something like that. Add a smile when you're talking about your passion. And the third thing is, although I loved your content, there was a portion where I felt you were kind of lost. When you were finished speaking about your passion, the thing about life was kind of forced. I felt that you'd either forgotten or something of that sort. So all in all, just work a little bit on your delivery, on the eye contact, on adding emotions, and continue telling beautiful stories. I wish you all the best for your path forward.
Thank you so much, uh, Toastmaster Gauri. I forgot to actually uh, give a proper introduction of Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal. She is. Oh, I'm sorry. There is some certain mix-up in the notes that has been sent to me, but nevertheless, Toastmaster Gauri, I think that was an excellent evaluation, very, very comprehensive. I think the speaker had a lot of things to take away from your speech and from your evaluation, and then work on those things in the coming speeches. Just 2 cents from my side. Uh, this is his first speech. He is giving his icebreaker, and he's just keeping baby steps into the Toastmasters world. So many things for him to do in the first instance may be a challenge for him to do that. But nevertheless, you are very right in pointing it out to him so that he can take notes, and in the coming speeches, he can focus on all the points that you have actually given. I'm sure he will get to do vocal variety. I'm sure he will get to do body language, etc., in so many upcoming speeches as he goes ahead in his Toastmasters journey. But nevertheless, I think these were some pointers which he can take with him and keep in mind while he is giving his further speeches. But an excellent evaluation. Thank you for that. Toastmaster Joshua, I think that was a wonderful speech. You really nailed, icebreaker. A couple of points from my side, which would be as an icebreaker, as a Toastmaster. Since you're giving an icebreaker, would have loved to know a little more about yourself, in the sense that about your personal life, where were you born, and then how many siblings you have, etc., etc. Some small tidbits about your own personal life would have really added much color to your entire icebreaker speech. But nevertheless, excellent speech and even more excellent evaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both the speaker Joshua and the evaluator Toastmaster Gauri. All right. So with that, we will evaluate uh, today's meeting. Today's meeting, something very weird happened, which I had never seen it happen in the Gabbys ever. And that was, we started a staggering 11 minutes late. This had never happened ever, as far as my knowledge goes, in the Gabbys. I think this is some lessons to be learned here for all of us. And we really need to make sure that we start exactly on time, which we have always been doing till now. My request is that I think, and I'm also equally to be blamed for this. We really need to the sergeant at arm or the Zoom master should actually make sure that the room is open on time and people start entering on time. So this is something that had never happened with the Gabbys. But I think and I hope this will be the first and the last time that it has ever happened, and it will never happen again. So that is one point. One point today. Coming to the role of the sergeant at arms, the sergeant at arms, I just logged in when the sergeant at arms was giving his speech. So the sergeant at arms kept to the script, and he very quickly finished his role. And that which was good because we had already 11 minutes into the meeting, and then he couldn't have really gone ahead with other things. But nevertheless, he realized his role. He said what he had to say, and he very quickly finished his role. Thank you so much for that. And he was also taking up an additional role as well. So let's hear it for today's Sergeant at Arms, Sumit Sethia. We then come to the, before I go to the TAGL role players, then came the presiding officer. The presiding officer actually played to the book very, very meticulously. She was she started off with the guest introduction, and she did the announcements that were there, which were about the elections. And then very nicely, she knew guests were there in the hall. So she she spoke about the history of the Toastmasters, and she even gave her opinion on the theme of the day, right? Be self-aware, etc. And then, of course, she went on to do the introduction of the TMOD role. This is exactly what is required from a presiding officer. I really don't have any other suggestions to make. The role was played to the hilt. It was very well done. So let's hear it for our presiding officer, Toastmaster Mita Shah. I will come a little bit later to the Toastmaster of the day. And before that, I would like to go to our TAGL role players who I would request to give their respective reports. And the first TAGL role player is Timer Sunil Gupta. Can you please give us your report?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Now I am going to share my report. Please confirm when it is visible. So we all are fortunate that all speakers, evaluators got off the train right time and qualified for polling. And
excellent.
As all are qualified, so I think I don't need to give suggestion, but as a timer, I want to give suggestions to all speakers and members and who are available here that please try to wrap up your speeches when you just see the yellow card. Then only it is possible that you can conclude your speech and wrap up your speech on time and perfectly. Thank you very much, and back to you, General Victor.
Thank you so much, Timer Sunil Gupta. That was a very crisp report. Let's hear it for our Timer Sunil Gupta, please. We now go on to our next role player, which is the R counter. The R counter today is Toastmaster Sudhir Gaur. Toastmaster Sudhir, can you please give us your report?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let me share my screen. Today we have seen a train where most of the speakers, as well as role takers, when they spoken, hardly they've used any crutch word is, and if you see the graph, and the charts, you find hardly one or two people who are gone beyond the permissible limits. And thanks to ladies and Gauri Aggarwal and other ladies who have got zero errors from her side. I'll share my report in the chat. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudhir. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for our counter, Toastmaster Sudhir Gaur. We now move on to our next TAGL role player, which is the grammarian. Today's grammarian is Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Amit, can you please give us your report?
Yeah, I'll share my report here. Let me know if it's visible. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, the word of the day was bumfuzzle, and it has been used by a lot of members. TMOD Rahul, TM Ilyos, TM Joshua, TM Sudhir, and TM Gauri. So kudos to all the members who use this word. Coming to, we had good uses in the meeting as well, like oblivion, two-sided coin, engrossed, intrigued, and impeccable. There were few rhetoric devices used, like hyphora, who makes you unique. Every person is unique. Then epithet, the wall, which referred to Rahul Dravid, and one metaphor, like heart was pounding like a hell. There was one proverb used, leap of faith. There is a one recommendation to I think I forgot the names. Apology. So the word was everybody is unique in his own way. It should be everybody is unique in their own way. Yeah, that's it. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Grammarian Toastmaster Amit. And now we have the last report. Yeah, let's please hear it for our Grammarian Toastmaster Amit. Now let's, the last TAGL role player, but not the least, who is going to test our listening skills, which is Toastmaster and our current president, Toastmaster Mita Shah.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's go. In which area of Bangalore Joshua studies? Which area in Bangalore?
Whitefield.
Whitefield.
Wow. Okay, which disease Joshua's mother told if he eats more chocolates he'll get?
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yes. Which age the speaker one started coding?
5 years.
Yes. And his favorite music instruments?
Piano,
And
guitar.
wow. Okay, then one quality to define yourself unique in Chandra Yusuf. What was it?
He
Food.
can talk about cooking.
Chef.
Someone said, who was that?
Sudhir, Toastmaster Sudhir.
What did you say? It
He
was?
can talk about cooking.
Yes, correct. Okay, Sri Lakshmi, uniqueness is what?
Traveling.
Yeah, but in traveling, which one?
Which
Solo
one?
traveling.
Solo travel.
Yes, yes. Okay, Rashmi is one thing. Like she wanted, she like always used to feel that uniqueness of Rashmi.
Curly.
Huh?
Her curly hair.
Yes, correct. So all are very cute, very, very. Okay, reinventing yourself for daily. Which are that? Our Toastmaster of the day said.
Spiritual,
Courage.
mental, emotional, physical.
Emotional and social.
Oh, all are studious. And word of the day, how many members used? Total.
4.
3, I think.
5.
4.
Correct. So all are 100 out of 100. And I was so happy that all are 100% results. So now we are the top of the world. So nothing. Thank you. So many good listeners. All are very good listeners. So everyone, lots of love and thank you for your listening skills. And over to our general evaluator. I enjoyed being as a listener of the day. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, listener Mita Shah. You really had us on tenterhooks by asking all those questions. Thank you so much. Let's please listen hear for our listener Toastmaster Mita Shah. All right. With that, I come to the last role player, which is our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul Swami. Rahul, was this your first time that you are playing this role?
No, I think it's my third.
Oh, it's your third. Oh, okay. No wonder you are so cool and calm throughout your entire session. Uh, you did everything that Toastmaster of the day should be doing, Toastmaster Rahul. There was audience involvement. You very nicely drove the point for becoming self-aware and building your own brand. Your presentation was very crisp and nice. It was not too cluttered. People were able to see what you actually wanted to say and what you wanted to show. Very nicely done. After every speech, you had a nice rejoinder. After a speech, you gave a nice rejoinder as well. Couple of points which I would like to suggest, and I think you've really come a long way from your first time. From the first time that you played the role of the Toastmaster of the day. Just 2 points that I have. One is you knew that today's speech was icebreaker, so you might have announced at the beginning of the speech to say that everybody should give a standing ovation. So that is usually the custom that we follow. Maybe you missed out on that one thing. And the second thing is after every session, you should also check on the timing. Whether everybody has qualified as far as the time is concerned or not, so that whoever has to poll will know whom they have to poll for. So these are the only two feedback I have got for your role. Otherwise, it was really exceedingly engaging session that you had throughout. I mean, it was really profound, lot of takeaways for us. We really got to know so much about, I should say, for personal branding. Right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for today's Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul Swami. With that, I come to an end of my evaluation session, and I would like to hand it back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Rahul Swami.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Mukund. And so now, because this was a wonderful session and a lot of participation from all of you in table topic master session as well, and the theme goes amazing with the topic which was covered and which was chosen by the speaker of the day, Joshua. And I personally would like to know what kind of brand you would want to be if you were a thing.
iPhone.
Okay, Apple iPhone. Anything else? Any person, name, place, anything is fine.
Lionel Messi.
Oh, amazing.
Elon Musk.
Oh, you want to be Elon Musk?
Mahatma Gandhi.
Awesome.
Donald
What?
Trump.
Sorry?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Toastmaster Elios. But I think you can become only one, either Elon Musk or Donald Trump. And I would suggest everyone that everyone should, it's good to idealize somebody, but only thing you can work on is yourself. So you have to create your own personal brand by the framework which I have suggested, because every interaction, every choice, every moment you show up, you create your perceptions, you build influence, and you leave a mark. So, what do you think? What you will be remembered for long after you are gone? You should keep that in mind and keep on working on yourself, because in world of infinite noise, your brand is what will cut you through the clutter, open the doors, and help you own your story. It's not just about being seen, it's about being remembered. So, with that, I would like to conclude today's session, and I would like to hand it over to the presiding officer, uh, Mita M. Thank you. Toastmaster
Oh,
Mita, you're on mute.
yes, yes. Thank you so much. That was our Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting and for his branded, like how to brand. It was really nice to learn and listen personal branding. Yes, everyone, most of them will start. If not done, we will start doing it and following it. So thank you for your such a wonderful theme. Now we have a sergeant at arms. Okay, polling is today not possible.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah,
I
there
think
was
I
a
don't have the rights to edit the polls.
yes, yes.
Same here.
I
I mean,
understand.
Mukund, I tried it editing the polls, but I mean, it's not happening. So I
No,
think
I understand there was some technical glitch, so no problem. We'll have it next week. I mean, next meeting. So nothing to worry for that. Thank you for all the role takers. That is Toastmaster of the Day, General Evaluator, Table Topic Master, and Table Topic Evaluator. It was a wonderful session. Each one has done a wonderful job. Thank you all the thank you speaker as well as evaluator. Then now I request a guest to share your experience. Can I have from Sri Lakshmi? How you felt and what is your experience about today's meeting?
Yeah, just 1 second. I'm just turning on my video.
No problem.
Am I visible currently? Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Yes, you are
Yeah,
visible.
thank you so much, Mita. I know I was actually conversing with you to be to join as a guest for Gabby's team. But yeah, as it was my first time, and obviously I got a flow with respect to how the sessions go in terms of all the three sections that Rahul had mentioned. But yeah, it was more of an impromptu speaking, and it was a good experience to be part of it. So looking forward to be, part of more sessions in the future. But yeah, as a first time, it was a great experience to be here and a great experience to share things. Yeah, thank you once again.
Thank you so much. You can visit on Thursday also. We have a Thursday also 7 to 9 our club meeting, and I'll invite you. Nothing to worry. You can join as a guest.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for coming. Next, we have a Chandra Yusuf from all the way from Indonesia. So can I have your thing?
Thank you very much. I always enjoy coming back to the Gabbys. It's not my first time, not my second time, maybe my 10th times. But your meeting is quality meeting. You have got 3 of them. You have got the evaluation, and everything is done perfectly well. I love it very much. Thank you very much. I'll be back very soon. Back to you.
Always. Okay, next we have a Joshua. as a speaker? Can I have your feedback?
It was marvelous, to put it short. And re-given my icebreakers, I actually completed my pathway. So I wanted to start it again. So I gave my icebreakers again, just to get a sense of a new beginnings. So this is not my original icebreaker speech actually. I rewrote the entire script. So this is a completely new icebreakers. I hope you guys enjoyed my icebreaker speech and got a lot to learn from it. And obviously, no matter how much success we get and how far we go in lives, there is always more room for improvement and a lot more to learn. I believe that learning has no end. Like be it 15 years old or 50 years old, you will keep learning till you're alive. That's the beauty of it. And I learned a lot in this meet. And this is my first time I got to interact with people from overseas, that is outside India. It was a fun session. I really enjoyed it. Kudos to the TMOD for TMOD, Tabletop its Master President Officer, everyone, every role taker, and everyone behind the scenes to put forth this meet, and to the club, Gabbys Toastmasters. I will definitely join again. I'll definitely join your meets again. So yeah, over to you.
Thank you so much. You are always welcome. Next, we have, and your speech was really amazing, because I have heard this chocolate cast thing. I was familiar, like I have heard somewhere. So I was just wondering whether it was a you only, Joshua, or someone else. Just got confused. Okay, now we can have a Ilyas, visiting Toastmaster always.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear, but we can't see you. That is the main thing. We can see your.
Oh.
Yes, where are you?
Can you see me?
Yes, we are able to see now.
Okay, good. It's always good to be back here in Gabbys. And I think the Gabbys Tuesday meeting is the day that I can fully participate and fully immerse into the meeting, because the other 2 days I cannot really participate. And today I have my friend, my mentor, TTM Yusuf Chandra here. If you are see me being amazing in the topic, he is the one that inspires me to be someone who dare to be table topic speakers. Maybe you don't know about my story. I was very terrible in table topic. I don't know what to say. I just blurt out something without thinking and even without visits. And I personally adore about his story. He always put personal story. Well, he is not here, but at least I'm saying good behind him, not bad mouthing him. So yes, I learned from him how to use humor also in the topics. So yes, we are basically in Toastmasters, friend helping friend, and now we are some kind of best friend. And I'm sure I am funnier than him, but at least I am having my own comedy club, and he was performing last show and he won impromptu comedy. Wow! So we have prepared like around five performers. We call it performers, not speakers, and he won. So that's exactly the experience tells. So yes, he has been Toastmaster for around decades, I think, and that's how he can bring some color into this meeting. Well, I'm not saying a lot about him. It's just a brief introduction about him. And for this meeting itself is great session for Rahul picking this topic. And I don't know whether you know that you're going to have international audience. You should try to bring some or not all material is not localized, that not only Indians knows. because some of your sharing, when it was very localized, we as well outside of India doesn't know who are they, what are they doing, and the contact is not there, even though the content is there. So I hope that sometimes or next in the future, if you know that there will be someone outside of Indian come, you can bring some international examples to be on your topic, to be on your slides or to be on your discussion. So we are not feeling excluded. We want to feel included and contributed. So yeah, I think that's all for my feedback. Back to you, Mita.
Thank you so much. We'll just try to implement that. Okay. Next, we have some guest, Krishant Nelson. Krishant Nelson. Are you Toastmaster guest? It's correctly the way I pronounce your name?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have just joined from
No
Sri Lanka.
problem. Yes, yeah, we already completed our meeting, but still, you can have your introduction and we'll just invite you for the next week, Thursday. I mean, next meeting is on Thursday, this Thursday. So can you share your thing, how you have come and your introduction, brief introduction?
Yeah, I am Krishant. I am from Sri Lanka, Batiklo. I have worked as a president in Batiklo Toastmasters Club.
Okay, welcome for the Gabbys Toastmasters Club.
Thank you.
And the Gabbys online and the Gabbys International. We have 3 clubs and 3 days in a week we are meeting. So you can join. Our next meeting is on Thursday. You can join. And even Saturday we have hybrid. So you can join on next meeting. So we are inviting you. And Thursday we'll meet you. We'll meet on 7 p.m. 7 to 9. So you can join 7 to 9.
Yeah.
Online. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, next is thank you for let's give a huge round of all the guests and keep joining our club meeting, and a huge round of applause to our first time role takers, Toastmaster Sumit Sethia, and he is first time taker as a sergeant at arms and table topic master and dual role. So let's give a huge round of applause. And Grammarian-Amit Ranjan, he is also taken first time. So let's give a huge round of applause for Amit also. And it was a really wonderful, the way you have taken our topics. It was really excellent. We enjoyed the way. So next, so we will be meeting on Thursday. See you all on 28th Thursday at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST in online meeting mode. By this, I adjourn today's meeting, and I just say apologize for everyone. It became late. There was some technical issue, so that is the reason we were late. Sorry for that. Never happens at the Gabbys, but next time we'll see on time. Thank you. Bye. Good night to all.
Bye bye. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Good
night.
night. Have a nice day. Bye bye.